What if I told you that spending just 15 minutes every night doing one simple routine could literally add decades to your life? Today, I'm going to reveal the exact nightly practice that research shows can extend your lifespan by up to 20 years, and it's so simple you can start tonight. Plus, I'll share the surprising mistake that 90% of seniors make right before bed that's actually stealing years from their lives. This isn't another fad or expensive supplement. This is scientifically proven lifestyle medicine that costs nothing but could give you everything. Charles from Denver was 71 when his doctor told him he had the health markers of someone 15 years younger. His secret was a simple 15-minute evening routine he'd been doing for just 18 months. What he discovered changed everything about how he aged, and tonight you'll learn exactly what he did. Evening Practice 1, the 7-minute wind-down ritual. Why is your evening routine more important than your morning one? The answer lies in what happens to your body during those critical hours before sleep, when your cells begin the most important work of your entire day. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that seniors who practice a consistent wind-down ritual experience 40% less cellular aging compared to those who go to bed without preparation. Your evening routine literally programs your body for repair and regeneration while you sleep, determining whether you wake up restored or depleted. The science behind this is remarkable and represents one of the most significant discoveries in longevity research. When you create a predictable evening routine, your nervous system begins to shift into parasympathetic mode up to 2 hours before you actually fall asleep. This early transition allows your body to start producing growth hormone and begin cellular repair processes that are essential for longevity. Dr. Matthew Walker's groundbreaking research at Harvard demonstrates that seniors who follow consistent bedtime routines show significantly lower levels of cortisol and inflammatory markers, the key biomarkers that determine how fast we age. Here's what happens when you skip this crucial step, and why so many seniors are aging faster than they should. Without a proper wind-down routine, your body remains in a state of chronic stress throughout the night. Your cortisol levels stay elevated, preventing deep sleep and blocking the natural repair processes that keep you young and healthy. Beverly from Phoenix learned this the hard way when her doctor explained that her persistent fatigue and rapid aging were directly linked to her chaotic bedtime habits. She was going to bed with her mind racing, her muscles tense, and her stress hormones still flooding her system. The solution is incredibly simple, but powerfully effective, requiring no special equipment or expensive products. Start your wind-down ritual exactly 7 minutes before your intended bedtime. Spend 2 minutes doing slow, deep breathing exercises, focusing on extending your exhale longer than your inhale to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Follow this with 3 minutes of gentle reflection on your day, acknowledging both challenges and positive moments without judgment or analysis. End with 2 minutes of setting a peaceful intention for tomorrow, visualizing yourself waking up refreshed and ready for the day ahead. This precise sequence triggers your body's natural preparation for restorative sleep. Don't wait another night to start this life-extending practice. Evening Practice 2, the Digital Sunset Rule. Are your devices literally shortening your life? The harsh reality is that the blue light emitted from smartphones, tablets, and televisions doesn't just disrupt your sleep. It accelerates aging at the cellular level in ways that researchers are only beginning to understand. Johns Hopkins Sleep Center research reveals that seniors exposed to screens within 1 hour of bedtime show a 60% reduction in melatonin production and experience significantly shorter telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that determine how fast we age. This isn't just about feeling tired tomorrow. This is about how many tomorrows you'll have. The mechanism behind this digital aging is both fascinating and frightening. representing a completely new challenge to human health that didn't exist until the last few decades. Blue light exposure after sunset confuses your circadian rhythm, telling your brain it's still daytime when it should be preparing for rest and repair. This confusion triggers a cascade of hormonal disruptions that affect everything from immune function to cognitive health. Studies published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine show that seniors who use devices before bed have higher rates of inflammation, increased risk of heart disease, and accelerated cognitive decline compared to those who practice digital discipline. Consider what happened to Kenneth from Seattle, who spent years watching television until he fell asleep in his recliner, thinking this was helping him relax. His sleep quality was so poor that his doctor initially suspected early dementia, until they discovered his evening screen habits were the real culprit. The blue light was suppressing his melatonin production and preventing the deep sleep phases necessary for memory consolidation and cellular repair. Within 3 weeks of eliminating evening screen time, Kenneth's cognitive function improved dramatically. His energy levels returned to what they were a decade earlier, and his doctor was amazed by the transformation. The digital sunset rule is straightforward, but requires commitment and planning to implement successfully. Turn off all screens exactly 1 hour before your planned bedtime, creating what sleep experts call a digital sunset. This includes televisions, smartphones, tablets, and even digital clocks with bright displays that can interfere with melatonin production. Replace evening screen time with calming activities like reading a physical book, gentle stretching, quiet conversation with loved ones, or simply sitting in peaceful contemplation. Your brain needs this digital darkness to begin producing the melatonin that will keep you young and healthy. Implement this rule tonight. Your future self depends on it. Evening practice 3. The gratitude documentation. Could writing 3 sentences every night add years to your life? The research from Mayo Clinic on gratitude and longevity is absolutely astounding and represents one of the most powerful tools for healthy aging that requires no medication or medical intervention. Seniors who practice daily gratitude documentation show a 25% reduction in inflammatory markers, significantly lower blood pressure, and immune systems that function like people 15 years younger. This isn't just feel-good psychology. This is hard science that proves gratitude literally rewrites your biology at the genetic level. The physiological impact of gratitude practice goes far beyond mood improvement and touches every system in your body. When you actively focus on positive aspects of your life, your brain releases a cocktail of beneficial chemicals, including serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, while simultaneously reducing cortisol and other stress hormones that accelerate aging. Dr. Robert Emmons's groundbreaking research at UC Davis demonstrates that seniors who maintain gratitude journals show improved heart rate variability, better sleep quality, enhanced immune response, and even increased telomerase activity compared to those who don't practice gratitude regularly. Nancy from Toledo discovered this power accidentally when she started writing thank you notes to people who had helped her throughout her life, beginning as a way to pass time during recovery from knee surgery. What began as a simple gesture became a nightly practice of documenting 3 things she was grateful for each day. Within 6 months, her chronic pain decreased significantly, her sleep improved dramatically, and her doctor noted remarkable improvements in her blood work that couldn't be explained by any other changes in her routine. Nancy's story illustrates how this simple practice can transform not just your mindset, but your physical health in measurable ways. Your gratitude documentation practice should be specific and intentional, focusing on genuine appreciation rather than general statements. Each evening, write down exactly 3 things you're genuinely grateful for from that day, using a physical notebook rather than electronic devices to avoid blue light exposure. Be specific rather than general, focusing on particular moments, interactions, or experiences rather than broad categories. For example, instead of writing, "I'm grateful for my health," write, "I'm grateful that my morning walk felt strong and energizing today, and that I could climb the stairs without feeling winded." This specificity enhances the neurological benefits and creates stronger positive neural pathways that literally rewire your brain for happiness and health. This takes just 2 minutes, but impacts your entire life. Don't skip it. Evening practice. 4. The gentle movement protocol. What's the one type of exercise that works best right before bed? Contrary to popular belief that evening exercise disrupts sleep, the American Heart Association has identified specific gentle movements that actually enhance sleep quality and promote longevity when performed in the hour before bedtime. These aren't vigorous exercises that elevate your heart rate, but rather therapeutic movements that prepare your body for optimal rest and recovery while addressing the stiffness and tension that accumulate throughout the day. The key is understanding the crucial difference between stimulating exercise and restorative movement, a distinction that many people don't realize can make or break their sleep quality. High-intensity exercise within 3 hours of bedtime can indeed disrupt sleep by elevating core body temperature and stress hormones. But gentle, flowing movements actually help transition your nervous system into rest mode. Research published in the Journal of Sleep Medicine shows that seniors who perform light stretching or chair-based exercises before bed experience deeper sleep phases, wake up with less joint stiffness, and maintain better mobility throughout their lives compared to those who remain sedentary in the evening. Gerald from Tampa had struggled with restless nights and morning stiffness for years until his physical therapist introduced him to a simple 5-minute evening movement routine that changed everything. The gentle stretches and coordinated breathing exercises not only improved his sleep quality, but dramatically reduced his morning pain and increased his daytime energy levels. Gerald's experience reflects what researchers consistently find. The right movement at the right time enhances rather than hinders rest, creating a positive cycle of better sleep leading to better daytime function. Your gentle movement protocol should focus on releasing tension and promoting circulation without elevating your heart rate significantly or creating any strain. Spend 5 minutes doing seated or standing stretches that target your neck, shoulders, and lower back, the areas where most seniors carry tension from daily activities. Include gentle arm circles, seated spinal twists, and calf raises if you're comfortable standing, always moving slowly and mindfully. Focus on slow, controlled movements coordinated with deep breathing, inhaling as you prepare for each movement and exhaling as you release into the stretch. This combination promotes blood flow, reduces muscle tension, and signals your body that it's time to rest and repair. Your joints and heart need this nightly attention. Start moving tonight. Evening practice 5, the social connection call. Why is your evening phone call more powerful than any supplement you could take? The Harvard Study of Adult Development, the longest-running study on human happiness and health spanning over 80 years, provides compelling evidence that social connections are the strongest predictor of longevity and life satisfaction, more important than genetics, diet, or exercise. Seniors who maintain daily meaningful social contact live longer, healthier lives, and show significantly less cognitive decline compared to those who are socially isolated, with the effects being measurable within just weeks of increased connection. The biological impact of social connection is profound and measurable in ways that continue to surprise researchers studying longevity. When you engage in meaningful conversation, your body releases oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which reduces inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens immune function, while simultaneously reducing cortisol levels. Conversely, loneliness triggers the same stress response as physical pain, flooding your system with cortisol and inflammatory chemicals that accelerate aging at the cellular level. Research from UCLA shows that chronic loneliness is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day in terms of its impact on mortality risk, making social connection literally a matter of life and death. Joyce from Richmond discovered this truth during the pandemic when her regular social activities stopped and she found herself isolated for the first time in her adult life. She noticed her mood declining rapidly and her physical health deteriorating in ways she couldn't explain until she committed to making one meaningful phone call every evening. Whether talking with old friends, family members, or even friendly neighbors, these conversations became the highlight of her day and dramatically improved both her mental and physical well-being. Joyce's blood pressure dropped, her sleep improved, and her doctor noted significant improvements in her immune function markers. Your social connection practice requires intentionality and consistency to maximize its health benefits. Each evening, make one phone call lasting at least 10 minutes with someone you care about, scheduling these calls at the same time each day to create anticipation and routine. This isn't about catching up on gossip or discussing problems, but about genuine connection and mutual support that nourishes both parties. Ask meaningful questions about their day, share something positive from your own experiences, and listen actively to their responses without immediately jumping to advice or solutions. If traditional phone calls feel challenging, consider video calls, which provide additional benefits through visual connection and non-verbal communication. Loneliness kills faster than smoking, so make that connection tonight. Evening practice. 6. The next day preparation. How does planning tomorrow tonight add years to your life? Yale School of Medicine. Stress research reveals that seniors who spend 5 minutes each evening organizing the next day experience significantly lower cortisol levels, better sleep quality, and reduced anxiety compared to those who face each morning unprepared and reactive. This simple practice eliminates the morning stress that can set a negative tone for your entire day and provides a sense of control that directly impacts your physical health and longevity. The physiological benefits of evening preparation extend far beyond mere organization and tap into fundamental aspects of how our brains process stress and uncertainty. When you know what to expect the next day, your brain can process and file away the current day's experiences more effectively during sleep, leading to better memory consolidation and emotional regulation. This mental clearing enhances the quality of your sleep and reduces the cognitive load that can interfere with restorative sleep phases. Studies show that seniors who practice evening planning report feeling more in control of their lives, experience less chronic stress, and maintain better cognitive function as they age. Harold from Boston transformed his mornings and his overall health by adopting this simple practice after years of waking up, feeling rushed and anxious about the day ahead. Instead of starting each day in reactive mode, he now begins each morning with clarity and purpose, knowing exactly what needs to be accomplished and how he'll approach each task. His blood pressure dropped significantly, his sleep quality improved dramatically, and his overall sense of well-being increased in ways that surprised both him and his doctor. Harold's transformation demonstrates how this small evening investment pays enormous dividends in daily stress reduction and long-term health outcomes. Your next day preparation should be simple but thorough, creating a roadmap that eliminates morning decision fatigue. Spend 5 minutes each evening reviewing tomorrow's schedule, laying out clothing if needed, and organizing any items you'll need for appointments or activities to minimize morning rushing. Write down the 3 most important things you want to accomplish tomorrow, keeping this list realistic and achievable, rather than overwhelming. Include one small task you can complete easily to create early momentum, one important priority that moves your life forward, and one activity that brings you joy or satisfaction. This practice creates a sense of readiness and control that allows your mind to rest fully during sleep. Reduce tomorrow's stress tonight. Your heart will thank you. These 6 simple practices take just 15 minutes total, but the research is absolutely clear. They can literally add decades to your life while improving the quality of every day you have left. The best part is you can start every single one of them tonight without any special equipment, expensive supplements, or major lifestyle changes. Remember, it's not about living longer just to live longer. It's about adding vibrant, healthy, connected years to your life that are worth living. Each practice builds on the others, creating a powerful evening routine that supports your body's natural ability to repair, restore, and regenerate while you sleep. If you're ready to start this life-extending routine tonight, hit that like button right now and commit to trying at least one of these practices before bed. Then tell me in the comments which of these 6 practices resonates most with you and why you're excited to try it. And please share this video with other seniors in your life who deserve those extra healthy years, because your simple action of sharing could literally save someone's life and add decades to their future.